A lot of traders do keep getting stopped out in the market because they do not know how to manage a trade properly. Now, the problem is not about the analysis. The analysis can be correct, but if you don't know how to manage a trade, then trust me, you're always going to be giving the market whatever you've made from the particular trade you're already on. All right. Now, I'm going to be going over some few examples here, and I will recommend you to watch this video until the end because I'm going to be talking about a lot here. I'm going to be showing you, teaching you a lot on how you're going to, manage your trade the proper way. Uh, so I'm going to use this replay to got onto this part here. This was until Friday movement, right? Now, understanding the market structure here, you can see that price was bullish at this point here, but something happened. At this point here, price swept primary high liquidity. Now, this was this one here. It did strip this one and this one here. So price during Friday movement on New York section, price on the higher time frame, right? Price is sweep uh the liquidity here because this is not a valid break of structure to the upside to continue the trend to the upside. So it kind of swept liquidity and looking at the structure further, we can identify this level of demand here. Okay, let me change this. There is this demand zone here, but what I want to be looking at for is since price has swept liquidity of the higher time frame, I want to see if price can mitigate this level of demand and increase further into this level of supply here. This one here from the higher time frame. Now this is my analysis for what will happen, and then there is this level of imbalance. We can, if ever we get an entry, we can target this point for some take profit, right? So this is our imbalance area. It's kind of a magnet in the market that do draw up price itself, right? And below that imbalance, we still have some level of demand at this point here, but let us play this out real quick and see what happens here. This is a beginning of the Asian section. Price already mitigated this demand zone, and let's see if price. Okay, now on the lower time frame, this was already the end of the London section. What's wrong with my internet connection this night? Okay, now at this point here, price did mitigate this 30 minutes supply zone. So let's play this real quick and see if we can get any nice entry. Now, when price did break, they give us a BOS at this point. We're expecting price to during the New York section to retrace back into this level of supply here and see if we can get it down to this imbalance. Okay, let's did that. Let's wait for further confirmation. So there was no need to execute any trade at this point because it was already the end of the New York section. So I'm just gonna delete this out and since it was already in, so I want to play this really quick on to the next day because I don't plan to make this video length. Since we still gonna have much more example coming, I want to be very fast with what I'm doing here. Okay, now take a look at this point here. When price did mitigate this demand zone, now it kind of pressed into this our supply. We're waiting for price to come in because price did sweep some higher time frame uh liquidity. Now it kind of left us with this another supply here because it broke the structure now to the downside. Now you can see that some down movement is about to form, some bearish movement is about to form in the market. So for today, uh, which will be the Tuesday, we want to see price either mitigate this level of supply and see what happens if we can get into some nice sell. So let me play that out real quick and see what happens now. Now it's already the end of the Asian section and prices are already swept the Asian highs. Now, if I see a nice confirmation during the London section, then I'm gonna execute the trade. Okay. Now I will be executing this trade because this was a nice confirmation to the downside. You can target this point here for your take profit, but all these are Asian low. But the one I want to be targeting is the one on this you can also target this Asian low at this point for a 1 to 3%. But I want to be targeting this imbalance zone for a 1 to 6 for a 1 to 6. Now if this supply is refined further, so we can see that on the lower time frame, which is on the 5 minute time frame, price was also reacting at this point here. Price reacted at this after sweeping the Asian high liquidity. Price reacted on some level of supply on the lower time frame, which is some secondary supply. So let's play this out and see what happens. Now, this is how you should manage this trade. We go over to the 1 minute time frame. Immediately you execute your trade and your trade start moving into your direction. I advise you go over to the 1 minute time frame and wait for some bearish another bearish movement again to form before that is forming some lower high and lower low before you move your stop loss to break even, right? This is the current low now that has formed. Let's wait and see. It's kind of creating it created a lower high at this point here. If it did break below this lower low that was formed, then our stop loss will be moved to break even. That is how you manage the trade. Okay, now the 1 minute time frame price did break price already did something like this. This was the point we executed the trade from. Now this was lower low that formed after our price was moving in our direction. Now it created another lower high here, and as soon as price broke below the lower low that has formed, we want to move our stop loss to break even, right? Stop loss to break even. Now in this trade, if price should go back into the entry point, we are not losing any money in the market. All right, now this is already a nice trade. It already moved, let me see, already moved 1 to 2%. Let's go back to the 5 minute time frame because we've kind of managed this trade nicely. Now let's play this out. This is the start of the New York section. The end of the London section, we can see that nice movement. London section did some 1 to, let's see, 1 to 3%. And until this imbalance here, until this imbalance zone, 1 to 6, and that is where our final take profit will be at. Now, since price already did some 1 to 3%, you can take 50% off from this trade, right? Securing 50% off of your capital, right? And leave the remaining 50% to run onto the final take profit. Let's see if that's what happened. Okay, it's already hit tip, just a little bit. Now we hit TP, we hit TP at this point here. So this was a really nice trade. It went 6.959, which is almost just a pip below it should be 1 to 7. 1 to 6.59, not up to 1 to 7%. So this was a nice trade. This was a nice trade, guys. This is how you can manage your trade. Now let me see for further example. Let me play this very quick. If we still get some further example here. Now remember there is this level of demand here which price can may get to, kind of push to the upside again, because price don't just keep forming a lower low or keep going below. It needs to create lower low, lower high, lower low kind of stuff like that. So let's play this out real quick. Now this is another day that has, let me remove this for the chart to be clear. On a higher time frame, we still got some zones to watch out for. We got this supply zone here again. Let me remove this one. We got this supply zone to look out for. Remember this one at the top here hasn't been mitigated yet. So this was the start of the Asian section. So let's go back to the 5 minute time frame, which is the lower time frame, and see if we can get any nice setup here. Now inside during the Asian section range, something happened here. Price left us with this level of supply, secondary supply. So if we can get into that point, okay, we didn't. Okay, so there was no entry. Price just expanding to the downside and left us with another level of supply to watch out for. Okay, kept on going to the downside. Now there was this one here also, this point to watch out for. See what happens. Okay, that was a retracement. That was a retracement, and right now price is currently at our lower time frame supply zone. Let's see if we have a nice engulfing candle to the downside. Okay, this was nice to execute from this point here. Our stop loss is just going to be set at this point. We will be targeting either these are for a 1 to 2, or let's see from the higher time frame, either this point here. Now for, let me see this, 1 to 4 or a 1 to 2, but let's stick to the 1 to 4, right? This is the final take profit. But remember, price was here, this zone, this demand zone here. So gonna be careful. We're gonna be managing this trade, right? So we don't give back what we earn to the market. Right, let's use the 1 minute time frame. So this is the current low that has formed here. Now it's kind of creating a high. So it has created a high. You can see here. We executed at this point, right? Now this is the current low. Now this is the lower high here. So we're expecting price to break this lower low that has formed here at this point here. So immediately price breaks this lower low here. We want to be going break even, right? So we'll be going break even. Okay, this was nice. Price did went as expected, and by now if we're live trading this setup, we should be going break even. And already price did move one to, okay, not here, 1 to 2, but almost at that point. Okay, now price already moved 1 to 2 of our capital. So since we are on break even, we're going to be taking 50% out of this trade. And since it's 1 to 4, we want to be letting the remaining 50% to run and see if we're going to hit TP. So let's go there. Okay, price is struggling at that point there. Now was already the end of the London section. Okay, almost. Let's see what happens. Okay, price hit us now. Price hit us out at that point. So we gain 50% of our account from this point. Gain 50%. Sorry for that. Let me take this one out. We gain 50% of our account from that point there. And you know, let's see what happens during the New York section. Please out. Okay, I think there was a news. Okay, this was just a spike, and I think it kind of mitigated this higher supply here from the lower time frame. These are secondary supply. So let's delete this one here. So that is how you would have been able to manage that trade, and you would have saved yourself some 50%, a nice 50%, as 2% into your capital, and also you wouldn't have been giving back what you've already earned to the market. So let's play this and see what happens. On 30-minute time frame, mm, let's see what happens the next day. Because it's Thursday. If we're analyzing this, there was this supply here. A price needs to come into the main gate. So I'm expecting price to come back into that supply zone to mitigate that supply for Thursday trade opportunity. So let's see what happens if it actually works out. This is the Asian range. This was the end of the Asian range. So price did sweep. Now there was this sell side liquidity resting above this Asia range. So we got Asia range liquidity to sweep, and also we still got this buyer sell side liquidity here before price can get this level of supply. We can refine this further to this point. To this point, let's see what happens. Okay, this was the start of the London section. See if we get a nice okay, that was a nice engulf candle to the downside. Wait for for further confirmation. That engulf candle. Let's see, yes, okay. Oh, well, I missed it. The net my internet information kind of crazy this night, but I would have executed the trade from that point there, and my stop loss would have been set to this point, and you know can again target this point, this Asian low for a one-to-one or this one here. Remember, we still got this level of liquidity, sell side liquidity, which hasn't been taken out yet. But I would target for a one to three. And let's see what happens here on the street. Let's play this from our 1 minute time frame and see what happens. How we can manage our trade, right? Because that's the purpose of this video. So as soon as price created a lower high at this point, and this was the current low, we can't manage this trade yet. We need to break below this current low that has formed for us to go break even. Because if at this point here, if we when prices expand to this side, and if we have gone break even, then we would have been stopped out now because price just created just low. It didn't give us the lower high. Now this was when it created a lower high. We wanted to break this lower low here, and we'll go break even on the straight. Okay, now price already broken this lower low that was formed. So we'll be going if we are live on this trade, then we will be going on break even now. And let's see where this trade is. In just one for one. Okay. Let's see what happens next. This is the 5 minute played from the 5 minute time frame. I think this will be the last example I'm giving now. So at this point here, at this point when price came into this point for one to two, then we would have taken 50% of this trade and let the remaining 50% to run. All right, let's see what happens if we successfully hit. Yeah, yeah. So you can see even price came to strip this liquidity at that bottom here. Our target for Wednesday that then that's we actually took some partial profit. So this was a nice trade here. So this is how you can manage your trade and you won't be scared or you won't be giving back what you have already earned from the market back to the market. All right. So I want you guys to, if you don't understand this, you watch this video and kind of practice this and apply it into your own trading life, and you will see how this make some great impact in you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Okay.